And welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3, The Answer, aka Episode I Guess. Another flavorful introduction where we begin in FES instead of Reload, where we're at the boss fight in both versions of the game, but hey, we always start with the FES version of the fights anyway, so why not just do the same for the video, eh? Now, I don't really have any particular, changes I need to make here, but it probably would be a good idea to start on Thoth, just to have immediate access to Auto Tarukaja on Aegis. We can get a nice little bit of extra damage out on that, and let me see, I have a guard band on Aegis for just the general defense boost, since that's always much appreciated, but we may have more useful things at our disposal here. Let me see. I think I will want to eventually just buy another batch of all the elemental bracers, just so I always have them at the ready for Aegis. Actually, no, I don't really have anything better than the Giga Guard Band, so we will just keep calm and soldier on into the next boss battle. And sensing a strong presence below, you may have to fight immediately after going down there. Are you sure you're prepared? Always, always. I believe in you. Let's go! Alrighty, coming into this one, we've got the Wondrous Magus, the Cowardly Maya, and the Crying Table. Both the Cowardly Maya and the Magus are weak to fire. The Magus nullifies slash skills, repels ice, absorbs wind, has 1650 HP. The Maya is fairly underwhelming, 1000 HP, weak to fire, and absorbs ice. Obviously the Crying Table over here, since he's already on fire, he is instead weak to ice. He absorbs strike and fire, repels elect, and has 1300 HP to burn through, so we'll definitely want to keep that in mind. Let me see here. What I'm gonna go for, let's get the Crying Table scanned first, so that Metis and Mitsuru know what to do about it. I'm actually going to put Mitsuru on heal and support, just to give ourselves a little bit of breathing room, and we're going to put Koromaru and Metis on full assault to begin here. Now that we know about that glitch with Assign Target, where it will force your characters to use multi-targeting skills if they have access to them and they know there's a weakness, we can do our best to avoid that being a problem. Let's get to Cert here. Now, as always, I'm pretty confident that these guys are going to have access to dodge fire, so it really is just going to come down to luck of the draw if we get our hits here, and we did get one right there. We should still have some agility sutras in the back, so yeah, we can mitigate the chances of missing quite nicely. Pretty good turn order for us also. Let me see here. Yeah, let's just throw up the Agility Sutra onto the entire party here. Next turn, when I get some knockdowns, we can then switch over to Parvati to throw up Rakukaja and just do a little bit to mitigate the damage coming out of the party. That's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. We should be able to deal with that no problem. So, Gigantic Fist coming out from Metis over here. And it is actually, let me see here. Nice that she didn't go for it. There we go. Ooh, actually, no, that works out pretty well. And, of course, Mitsuru gets a little bit of absorption through, but she does break the Makara Karn for us, which is not something the AI will always do for us. I'm already forgetting to get another scan going here, so now we want to get the Wondrous Magus scanned. I can probably defeat the Cowardly Maya pretty quickly on my own, really. There we go. Let's switch over to Parvati. I'm actually going to take this opportunity to use an ice skill on the Crying Table to prevent it from using Makara Karn. Again, it's very fortunate for us that our allies are all going after the enemies do. Now that we've got that, honestly, why don't we just have everyone go to knockdown here? There is a chance that the team will screw up a little bit on the execution here, and we'll just throw up Rakukaja to make sure we're mitigating as much damage as possible. It's actually proving to be a pretty clean encounter, getting pretty lucky here and not having to worry about any dodges. Alright, the Magus is now scanned. Let me see, yeah, the Cowardly Maya has no physical resistances, so if it comes down to it, we don't have to worry too much about him stuffing anything. But yeah, there is the Bufala through. gigantic fist coming out from Metis here. No crit, but I wasn't really counting on it. And now Koromaru is just going to annihilate these guys with Agidines, because he has sky-high agility, plus the Masuku Kaja bonus. Very, very unlikely that he'll miss, which is much appreciated. Let's fire off an all-out attack here, because we're definitely going to finish off the Cowardly Maya. Not bad, not bad. A little bit of healing onto Metis there is wonderful. Let's see, we can actually hit the Crying Table completely free here because he's frozen, so he has no chance of dodging. Now let's switch over to Cert, and this is actually going to be pretty convenient because I can funnel all the experience from this battle into Cert. Much appreciated in that regard. Alrighty, anything else that I want to do on this turn? I'm actually just gonna let this guy go, again, just in the interest of not getting the, what is it? The, Makarakaran set up. Yeah, honestly, I can just wait here. The rest of this battle is basically free. He's gonna get up, can't do anything. Very wonderful aspect of the battle system in Persona 3 FES. And now we can just completely rinse this guy with, all-out attacks here. He's also frozen again, so once my turn comes back around... Well, actually, already forgetting here that I just need to... Nice! Critical hit from Koromaru. Beautiful. It's already forgetting that I wanted to funnel the experience in the Cert. Not that it really mattered. The Crying Table only absorbs strike, so I don't have to worry too much about him stuffing an attack off of the back of Aegis's normal attack. There we go. Pretty smooth battle, honestly, so much appreciated there. For the first time, that's not really one that was influenced too much by luck. It was just played very solidly. A couple Bombs of Life and Homunculi. Why don't we get into the action in Persona 3 Reload now? Gonna finally take care of some shopping in FES while we're doing that. Alright, now for the battle in Reload. A bit of an embarrassing confession to make here, though. I actually forgot to save the game after recording for the last video, so I had to redo everything that I did in the previous video, and I did not get an Enduring Soul Armor for Aegis this time. Very sad, but whatever. We will deal. We will persevere. We will move on in spite of that. One thing to note is that I've got a Suzaku here with Auto Marakukaja and Auto Masukukaja. I spent some time grinding up a Siegfried and a Hecaton Kairis to get those abilities, and with Auto Tarukaja on this, I will of course just be able to go into battles with everybody buffed up on their agility and their defense, and at the very least, Aegis will have some additional offense to work with. Additionally, we've also gotten Metis up to the point where she should have access to Ma Tarukaja now. Very helpful to have. We'll give her more utility in the party, keeping everybody's attacks as potent as they possibly can be. Everybody else is looking pretty good here. Obviously, I got another door or another Great Clock to catch up all the party members I want to use here. So we're going in with Mitsuru and Akihiko, and we are just going to turn in all these Elizabeth requests here. I believe some of these I've already done. One unfortunate thing I did not get is I did not get a Greedy Shadow in Ptolemaea this time, so that is pretty sad there. Going to have to try and get that later when I have a chance. Get some parts for Aegis there. Let me see here. The Greedy Shadow, yeah. We get the TE custom parts for that. That's neither here nor there, though. Let's get on into the boss fight. Return to the bottom of Ptolemaea here. And with that done, let's get into it. Just progress to floor B8. It is honestly kind of nice.
Once they've served their purpose. It may be best to keep that in mind. There's meaning to everything here.
Indeed, Mitsuru, indeed, Mitsuru. But it is nice that it's a relatively quicker expedition to the first boss fight for Ptolemaea compared to Antinora. Sorry, got some hiccups coming. Incoming enemy shadow here, and we've got the Spastic turret and the Slaughter Drive. Slaughter Drive on the right has 1128 HP, absorbs fire and ice, and is weak to elect. The Spastic turret over here has 3166 HP, absorbs fire, and is weak to ice, so we've got some good answers to these guys. I'm going to start by having Akihiko just Zionga this guy down. We are then going to immediately fire off our Oracle to see if we can get a Tarukaja onto the party, which we have pretty good odds of getting that. There we go. Attack, defense, accuracy, evasion up for everyone. Now we're going to shift over to Mitsuru here, and we're actually going to make utilization of her new Theurgy here to get some big damage tacked onto the Spastic turret. It'll actually be more effective overall than using her Blizzard Edge, because even though it would hit the weakness, she doesn't have Ice Amp to augment it further, so this will just ultimately be more useful in the context of the rest of the battle. Pretty cool looking attack, actually. Make this guy very weak. Maragi Dine coming out from here, so Mitsuru is going to risk a little bit of damage there, and she did take it, but that is okay. The only person weak to that is Mitsuru herself, so I'm not overly concerned about that. Let me see here. Yeah, I want to go with Bufudine on Quetzalcoatl here. Then we are going to pass on over to Akihiko real quick, because this will get his Theurgy ready to fire off. And I have a feeling this one's going to deal some pretty good damage. Lightning Spike is tempting to deal big damage to both of them, but I think it's better to just focus on getting the turret taken out. So we're going to use Electric Onslaught on this guy. Look at the amount of damage we're getting here. Oh yeah, and he's shocked, so I don't have to worry about him doing anything on the next turn. Tempest Slash coming out from this guy, which is admittedly a little bit intimidating, but I'm not too pressed about that. Mitsuru is back up. Let's see here. I'm going to have her Rakunda, the Slaughter Drive, over here, so we can get a little bit more damage going on these guys. Let me see, I don't believe we have any physical resistances to worry about, so I think I will just go for Herculean Strike here. There we go. Beautiful damage, beautiful damage. Let's go for the Zionga with Akihiko here. Alright. Then we are going to send it over to Aegis right here. And we will have her utilize Bufudine on this guy. So long as we don't get a critical strike on him, I believe the shock will persist. Not that it really matters, because he has just been completely wasted anyway. Let's see here. I've got a Dionysus now with a Zeodyne, Elect Boost, and Single Target Boost. So I think he'll be a pretty wonderful way to deal some damage to this guy right here. Nice, and the Dizzy. Ah, well, this is perfect. Beautiful battle. It's nice that we're actually doing these fights relatively efficiently now. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, I was just so lost in the damage there, I completely forgot that he was immune to that. That's okay, though. We were just giving him a chance to save himself. Or not. Never mind. Okay, he's out. Yeah, just so caught up in just keeping the pressure up. Hey, Chariot added. It'll give us 10 extra HP for Aegis if we draw it, which actually is going to be pretty important by the end of the playthrough. Oh, I've also got a Ganesha who is specializing in wind skills now, so got that online over there. Let's see, do I want Freeze Boost? That's tempting. I'm never going to use Ice Break, so I may as well take it for now, even if it's not something I want permanently. We can swap out Bufala with Bufudine on Metis.
Hey.
Are you tired, sister? The enemy just now was actually pretty strong. It's okay to turn back if you're tired. You shouldn't push yourself too hard. I'm doing fine, Metis. You don't gotta worry.
How impressive.
Really? You are? Okay, I believe you. That was a rather underwhelming exchange right there. Let's see. Yeah, we should be able to open both these. As you can see, I spent a lot of time grabbing Twilight Fragments, so we are more than ready to open up all these chests here. Get a Masters of Strength. And a dog toy. Well, gee, I wonder who that can be used on. And we've got one more chest over here. Get an Aristocracy for Mitsuru.
Nicely done.
Is that actually any better than what she has currently? Once again, I have to check. Now, before we... Oh, anything would be better. Although this Rapier of Treason is probably more useful because it boosts all her stats. Now, before we continue on, of course, we'll want to return to the dormitory to just see all the scenes we can see with the new items that we've gotten. We will be using FES for the bulk of our exploration in this video now. Let's turn in this request to Elizabeth real quick. And we will get... Oh, hey, we just had to get a persona with gigantic fist, which I had already taken care of. Empowering Sutras, very nice. Oh, and we already have an Auto Masuku persona, so we get Debilitator Sutras. Heck yeah. Let's see, I just want to see, I believe Hazakura is a fusion weapon, so I want to see if I'm able to create that when we return to the antique store. Moving on from that, let's just go back to the dorm here. Fuka should immediately press us to use some of our parts. Oh, wait.
Hi.
I guess... Do you have a minute? I wanted to ask you something. Oh, should I leave? Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. Actually, I'd like your opinion too, Metis. Have I been doing a good job providing support? It's been a while, so I'm not that confident anymore. Ah, you're doing as well as ever, Fuka.
Oh,
really? Well, if you say so. I don't understand. Why do you lack confidence in your area of expertise? Even if we had said that your performance was flawless, you still wouldn't have believed us. Huh? You think so? I didn't mean that at all. Aren't you in the support role because you wanted it?
Look.
Take me, for example. I'm here because I want to protect my sister. And I don't second-guess my decisions. Wow, you're so cool, Metis. Huh? Isn't this just normal? Well, it's hard for me to have as much confidence as other people would. I see what you mean, though. And the way you're so sure of yourself is actually really inspiring. I doubt I can change right away, but I do want to be more confident in myself. I need some time to think about what it is I want to accomplish. And with that, rather randomly, Oracle has been upgraded to Revelation, so now we can get the HP and SP restore potentially. More importantly than that, we can also potentially get, Concentrate and Charge onto the entire party. Especially reliable if you already enter a battle with buffs fully activated, so that's a big reason why we want a full auto team buffer for later in the game, besides the general use of it. Don't make this weird. I was just saying what anyone else would, right, sister? Aw, you're inspirational, Metis. Come on.
I'm embarrassed.
You really think so? And, hey, Metis also gets an upgrade here. Charging Blitz, her second Theurgy. This is essentially the same as, Aegis's maximum firepower, just strike-based this time. Has the exact same damage value and everything. Still a pretty useful pickup, particularly if you're not keen on losing control of Metis via Orgia mode.
Thank you.
Regardless, thank you both for your help. Rest assured, you can count on me for our next trip. What? You're not going to outclass me? Just watch, sister. I'll handle everything myself next time. She's getting pretty close to that point, honestly. It took a joint effort between Fuka-san and me to get Metis to calm down. But hey, you succeeded.
Hi.
You found more parts, right? Would you like to have them installed? Obviously. A little bit of tinkering there, and... Okay, everything looks great. I'm sure you'll be able to make good use of this enhancement, Aegis. And with that upgrade, our ambush has been enhanced. After successfully attacking an enemy from behind, your Theurgy gauge will rise. Heck yeah. Not the upgrade I was hoping for, but still a pretty useful one nonetheless. Disregard everybody having dialogue here, because I had to redo the entire segment. I just did not feel like talking to everyone. For right now, though, let's speak with Akihiko. Oh hey, listen, I've got some time on my hands right now. So I was thinking, reading that book we found in the Abyss. You interested? Should I spend time with Sonata-san? Of course. Alright, let's go then. Masters of Strength, huh? Interesting title. Kinda got me curious. A little light reading's not bad every now and then. Helps keep your mind sharp. If only Akihiko had this mentality in spin-off games that feature him. Goodness gracious. Is something the matter though, Akihiko? Heh, nothing gets by you, huh? But yeah, I guess you could say that.
By the way,
Do you remember that conversation we had with Amada about sticking to a training regimen? I basically told him the confidence you build from conquering milestones will see you through future hardships. I was so sure of myself, but there's a nagging doubt in my head questioning if the effort I put in is all for nothing.
give me a break.
Having more confidence in yourself is just easier said than done. Do you feel the same, Aegis? Would you say you're confident in yourself? I wish to be.
Yes.
Good answer. The first step to building more confidence is to have the right attitude. As for me, well, I'm not sure of the answer myself. All I know is that I can't stop pressing forward. Or else all that blood, sweat, and tears I shed would be wasted. All the effort I put in just gone down the drain. I can't let that happen. Those days I've spent training have to mean something. The same thoughts were running through my head last year, when we fought at his side. It seems that Sonata-san's passion has been rekindled. And indeed, pretty nice pickup here. Honestly, would have been nice to have this before the boss fight, but Buff Amp has been regained. A wonderful ability to have, as always. It's going to make Tarukaja bonuses to Akihiko so much more significance. This is a big reason why Electric Onslaught is such a powerful theurgy when used under the right circumstances.
I appreciate
Thanks for the talk. Getting this off my chest really helped me get my head straight. I'll make it up to you in our next battle. And that is a little heart-to-heart with Akihiko. Surprisingly, the dog toy is not utilized on Koromaru. Let's go see who we can use this with. Oh, is it Mitsuru who wants to use the dog toy? Because that would be an interesting change of pace. Hey, it is indeed. Koromaru wanted me to play with him. Since we came across that dog toy in the Abyss, I thought I'd indulge him. Would you care to join us? Obviously. Let's play with Koromaru real quick. Then shall we get going? Koromaru ought to be waiting. Are you having a hard time, Koromaru? Just keep at it. I know you can find it. We're playing a little game I learned from Yamagishi. Koromaru has to find a specific object by scent alone. In a way, it's like treasure hunting. Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Is that
Oh, you think so too? Truth be told, I find that hiding the target is rather fun as well. Grrr. Growl all you want. I'm not telling you where it is. A little sad. Don't give up, though! You can do this, Koromaru.
Indeed.
Precisely. I know you can do this, Koromaru. I admit, I did make this round harder. The scent is weaker, and there are more dead ends to throw him off the trail. Not only that, but I also hid it in an elevated location that's difficult for him to access. Koromaru will pull through the... Admittedly, I do want to say that's a little excessive.
Yes.
Agreed. I prepared this puzzle bearing that in mind.
I think.
In the face of a challenge, I believe what's most important is upholding respect. From where I stand, disregarding one's weakness is neither kindness nor fairness. In actuality, it's overconfidence, plain and simple, and no different from looking down on the opponent. That's why I never hold back, no matter who or what I'm up against. You must be a joy at parties, Mitsuru. Hey, you got it, though! Arf! Très bien. I never doubted you for a moment, Koromaru. I'm fortunate to be surrounded by such reliable friends. Perhaps that's why I can afford to be more optimistic. After her game with Koromaru-san, Mitsuru-san seems to have reaffirmed her principles. And with that, Ailment Surge has been reobtained. Could be useful if you're using Junpei for a lot of general exploration, though I don't typically use him for that. I'll have to ramp up the difficulty as well so that you won't find the next one so quickly. Arf! Not getting a bunch of stock barks from Koromaru. Alright, we'll be returning to, FES momentarily, but before we do, I just want to quickly take care of a few things. First off, in the police station, we've got a few gifts from Kurosawa here.
Good to see you.
Just the Nihil Blaze, but the big thing is that I got a lot of items when I was catching up this file. In particular, I was able to fight a lot of rare forms in order to get their coins to sell. So we are pretty well set on cash, and that'll allow me to make a lot more compendium purchases in the future. Welcome to Rathlesia, Polonium Mall branch. Your seeds from the other day have grown splendidly. Here you are. And since you've been such a loyal customer, we've gone ahead and upgraded our seed growing service for you. So, additional plots, although I can't remember if this is the one that we've already got. I think this is the one we've already gotten. Let me see, though. I do want to buy some seeds for once. Let's see. We will buy just a bunch of soul spinach sprouts. May as well, right? There is another type of plant that I would like to make, but it doesn't look like we're able to do so at this point, so may as well just go for as much SP as possible, right? Always helpful to have that when we want to take advantage of our Arcana Burst for longer. Yes, Hazakara is a fusion item. Pretty outdated at this point, but we may as well take it, alright? It can't hurt. I've also noticed that we are able to, let me see here, where are they? Ergotite shards? No. Goodness gracious, I just had it. Yes, we are able to make some of the Tier 2 bracers now. I'm thinking about which ones would be the most useful. Let me see, though. Are we able to make the ones for light and dark? Because that would probably be the most useful. Doesn't look like it, so I gotta think on that. But I might go for, actually, the Elec one to help out,
What will it be?
Ken a little bit. I feel like he could make good use of that. I'll think on that. And the last order of business in Reload, I ended up getting some Indra bracers so that Ken has stronger elect spells. We'll turn in the Hazakara here to get a multi-boost card, very nice, and then we immediately get the request to turn over Aristocracy to get a Prime Nihil Ore. Now we have to keep an eye out for Circe's bow, so I will definitely keep my eyes peeled for when that comes up. Alright, now we'll be transitioning over to FES for the bulk of the exploration in this video. Let's do that. Picking up back in FES, I'm going to take Thoth here and just fuse him into these junk personae that I've collected in order to create Thor with a Lek boost. We're pretty close to the level we need to be to fuse Odin, but this will be a good intermediary until then. And besides, I kind of would like to have access to Zeodyne, so this just works, and it's a stronger persona all around. And if we get enough levels into him, he also gets Auto Matarukaja, though since I plan to fuse him into Odin, that's not as helpful as you might think. So let's just get this guy created real quick, and then I'll shop around some more fusion options. Didn't find too much else interesting, but I was able to trim the stock a little bit. I'm just gonna get rid of this Komokuten, Narasimha, and Narataishi here in order to get Throne. Plus, we'll carry over Masukukaja with him. One nice thing about having this guy is that we will also have access to Hama-boosted Mahamon. Though that's not super helpful because we are capable of using Daisojo at this point, a level 53 persona, and of course in possession of Samsara and Hama-boost. And really, since insta-kill magic is completely stat-independent. Okay, luck influences it a little bit, but Daisojo is more than enough for all your light insta-kill needs. Speaking of light insta-kills, we're going to be carrying on with Ken in tow in FES, as well as Akihiko. Both these guys are going to be pretty useful against the next boss, as he walls out all types of magic except for elect magic, so they'll be able to keep up the pressure on him. And thankfully, it doesn't have any resistances to, physical skills, so Metis will be able to participate pretty well, or pretty decently as well. With all that out of the way, we are ready to continue exploring, so let's make our way forward here. I'll definitely want to get into a few battles along the way, as Akihiko is relatively under-leveled. Ooh, the atmosphere is different here. I wonder why. The lower we go, the more nervous I get. Still far away now, but I am sensing a strong presence below. Brace yourselves for it. We'll do our best. I gotta say, though, I actually do kind of appreciate the ethereal atmosphere we've got here. Let's get into a fight with the enemy over here. Oh, it's a rare form. Nope, immediately runs away. Well, I didn't get into any fights, and we know exactly where the stairs are, so why don't we just try to take out one thing here? Let's see, we have got Jupiter Eagles here. These guys are weak to elect skills and absorb wind skills. Wonderful opportunity to get some floor time for Thor here, some Thor time, if you will. We may as well just go for the cheaper Mazio. I will scan these guys just in case we have a miss. The Inheritance coming in, getting a bunch of redundant electrical skills, but hey, in this case it conserves some SP, and we actually do care quite a bit about that in the answer, so may as well appreciate that while we have it. Let's see here. I actually do need to rebuild my Persona stock, so I will be taking that Kurama Tengu. Bring him along. Something inside of us has changed. Hey, Quetzalcoatl gets another level up. He gets access to Mahamon as well. I don't really care about it, but I'm not going to use Magaru on this guy either, so we can just check that out. Nah, I'd rather not. I've griped about this a few times, but it's so annoying in the games where...
My skills have improved.
My bad, Akihiko. So annoying in the games where they don't even tell you what the skill is going to morph into. You just have to go on a wing and a prayer that it's something good. And it's always something that you appreciate having that is trying to mutate. That is doubly frustrating. Like, it'd be one thing if it was some junk skill like Infuriate or something that I'm never using anyway, but why's it gotta be growth too? A pretty important skill, I gotta say. Silly game, silly game. Ooh, another rare form. Oh, hey, we got it! Yes! Let's see if our luck holds out on this one. Waiting restlessly, come on. Okay, that's good, that's good. Ooh, nice. I didn't mention this also, but I did do some shopping to buy some new equipment. I got new legs for Aigis, giving her more magic and greatly increased evade. I've also gotten killer cleats for Ken and Akihiko, giving them extra magic, and bought some new armor for Akihiko. I had a spare Kaiser armor lying around for Ken, so I didn't have to buy any new armor for him, but I did have to buy an extra set of Indra bracers to give him, to make sure that his Zeo spells are doing the most they can. Alright, we do have another new enemy here. We've got the Silent Book. The Silent Book is weak to fire, absorbs ice, and resists winds, has 330 HP. Forgot to mention that the Jupiter Eagle has 338 hit points. Not that it really matters that much. Anyways, this is overkill, but why don't, just for the fun of it, let's blast it with Zeodyne. Wonderful bit of damage, especially if I had the Indra bracers equipped. That actually would deal some pretty appreciable carnage there. We'll just stick to Agis with Cert here to mitigate our SP consumption. These guys are down. Queued up for another all-out attack, and if I could, it would be nice to get a wand of... or a card of wands, so we can get some additional EXP growth for Akihiko. But I'm not dead set on that. I probably, if it's a new persona, I probably will pull for it instead. Shuffle time like a proto-gacha. I can't remember if I fused off Dominion or not, so I'm gonna go for the card of wands. There we go. Wonderful bit of experience there. No extra level ups there, unfortunately. Did I fuse off Dominion? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, so I could have taken him for some more fusion options, but oh well. Not super critical. Not something that I would have wanted to waste the shuffle time on. If we get any double times, it actually is, I generally appreciate that mechanic a lot more than I do, or double ups. I generally appreciate that mechanic a lot more in the answer than I do FES, since we're so much more reliant on fusion. There are going to be a bunch of times where I just completely trim out my stock in order to collect new things, give myself better options to work with. Ooh, and more new enemies here. Let's see, we've got the Iron Dice and the Mind Dice. The Iron Dice resist physical and are weak to elect. The Mind Dice resist fire, ice, and wind, but are also weak to elect. The Iron Dice has 376 HP, the Mind Dice has 342. Not particularly threatening enemies. Again, we can just do a nice cheap Mazio to send these guys to the canvas and take them out with a simple all-out attack. Doesn't really make sense to have two variants of the dice enemies if they're both weak to the same thing, but hey, I'm not a game designer. Things in Persona 3 were just done on a vibes basis a lot of the time. That is actually, does seem to be, like the raison d'etre with a lot of the mechanics. I actually will take the Thoth here. Not because I need him, of course, we just fused him off into Thor. Thoth into Thor?
My skills have improved.
Yeah, Akihiko is going to be getting quite a few level ups as we travel along. But again, if I can maximize my fusion options when we return to the Velvet Room, so much the better. Hey, actually did get a double up here. I was able to draw a Kingu on the first draw. Let's see, we'll go for that Saki Mitama there, just because it's the higher level thing, so it probably gets me some better fusion options. Got another double up coming through, so let's try for it. Let's see, we got Rhonda and Raganaja. Oh, shoot. Okay, I already have that one. I wanted to get the Raganaja, but or Rajanaga, but I actually lost track of him there.
My skill level has increased.
They do get repeated double ups. Do actually get pretty tricky. We got a railgun there. That is assuredly better than the Medusa I have. And more HP, you know what, I will take that. Slight reduction in attacking power, but I'm not super pressed about that. I always value having more durability than I do raw attack power in this version of Persona 3. We are level 55 for Aegis now. Wonderful, wonderful. One particular persona that we want to be on the lookout for is Kumbanda, since he innately comes with auto Masuku Kaja. Another persona that innately has an auto buff is Arahabaki, who innately has, ooh, another rare form here, and we're able to just run up on it. Arahabaki has auto Ma Rakukaja. Our options for getting auto Ma Tarukaja right now are Thor and Melchizedek. I'll probably go for getting it off of Melchizedek. Don't know if we'll be able to get the auto team buffing Raphael set up in this version of the game, but that is another avenue, and he also comes innately with auto Ma Rakukaja, so that's I tend to just be funneled into creating that pretty organically, because there's just a bunch of convenient fusions that lead to that result. Want to get at least one battle on this floor. Come on, come on. Got Akihiko got his attention, so couldn't break the aggro right away with the ramps. Moving on to a brief reload montage. Of course, we've got a nice little regal area inside of the second half of Ptolemy. Would it really be the second half or the second third? That'll be something for me to ruminate on. Can I get lucky enough to have a great clock right at the start here? No. But yeah, now it's just time for an enemy montage. So let's get into it and see what we can find. And starting off, we've got the Magical Maguses here. These guys are weak to strike skills and nullify ice and elect skills. Fortunately, Kotamaru can easily take these guys down, no problem. As you can see, I encountered them briefly off recording, but as my notes are accurate, this is the first time we're seeing them in the videos. If not, well, if you're paying more attention than I am, be sure to point that out for me. Actually, we might have encountered these guys in oh, you know what? No, now I'm knowing where we encountered these guys. This was actually one of the enemies in the, oh my goodness, monad doors. So technically I've already shown these off, but now you can encounter them normally, if you are so inclined. Would have liked a all-out attack finisher there, but oh well. Next on the docket, we've got some apostate towers here. These guys have 800 HP, are weak to fire, resist ice, and absorb elect. Unfortunately, they got the first strike on me, so Aegis is currently down on the ground. Bit unfortunate, but not the end of the world. We will just Maragi on through these guys with Koromaru. Some pretty wonderful damage coming out from the good boy here. Once it gets around to Metis' turn, we can also deal some pretty decent damage with Herculean Strike. I guess getting in a chance to attack here. Actually, Ken's turn is here, and let me just double check. Yeah, they've got no physical resistances. So Myriad Arrows should deal some pretty nice damage here. Wonderful stuff, wonderful stuff. Finishing him off with a Herculean Strike. Bring it on home, Metis. Not the best encounter ever, but hey, sometimes it feels like that. And another new enemy here, Pistol Mothers. Let's see, 706 HP, weak to ice, repel, wind, and light skills. Set up for a critical hit off of Koromaru here, so not exactly their day. Wonderful stuff, nice. Nice thing about them also being weak to ice is that I can deal big damage to them with Quetzalcoatl and still make my SP back. Oh, right. I haven't actually scanned that, but I can make my SP back because he has Life Aid. I'm actually going to shift over to Metis here, less so for economizing my SP and more so for building up her Theurgy gauge. Get a big boost to that. Haven't encountered any monad doors yet, but always a good idea to have your Theurgies banked for them. There we go. Wonderful stuff. And another new enemy over here. How unusual. We've got Indolent Mayas. They nullify electric, are weak to wind, and have 552 HP. Not anything too special, really, so let's just see what kind of crits we can rack up with Koromaru here. Good enough, good enough. Oh, actually, let's just go right into the all-out attack. I didn't realize he got a crit on all of them. I was honestly gonna just switch over to I guess, goodness gracious, these poor guys. Well, let's just absolutely style on them. Hey, Ganesha, hit him with the Goddardine real quick. This is probably going to be complete overkill, but overkill is satisfying sometimes. Cleared out another monad door, so why don't we check out some of the items available for us here. We get a Choker of Anguish, as per usual. Well, as per usual, that we get an accessory. Let's see, we get a Rapier of Anguish, which, not able to use that on Mitsuru. Ooh, Waistcoat of Anguish. Let me see. But we're not able to use that on Mitsuru currently. Let's see. How's that compared to his current dress shirt of treason? I think the global magic resistance is probably more useful, especially for a fragile lad like Ken. Get a revival bead here. Come on, come on. Vest of Anguish? No. Gate of Anguish? We will take a look at that one real quick. Yeah, I get it. We are done. Let's just see what the Gate of Anguish holds for Ken if we were to give it to him. 50% extra experience. He already has that on his Spear of Anguish, though, so I don't know if those actually stack. If you do know, let me know in the comments below. Alright, we got a Greedy Shadow encounter here. Let's see if I can get it. It's not a big deal if we don't get it right now, because, of course, eventually we'll get Tartarus, well, not really Tartarus, but Fuka's search ability to let us go after it with a guaranteed chance of success. Alright, so let's see. Hung a left there. Why don't we take... Oh, wait! I saw it go that way! Come on, let's corner it! Nice, thank you, Metis! Saves me the trouble. I was gonna go left anyway, but, you know, it works out when she just calls it out for me immediately. Let's see. I feel like he's gonna switch it up this time, though. Why don't we take a right? Let's go right. See what we get here. Nope. Couldn't get it. Darn. Should have gone for the double left. Oh well, we'll find one eventually. Again, worst comes to worst, you can just come back with Fuka's Tartarus search ability, or if it's called something different in this mode. I actually don't know that offhand. Oh boy. Been a while, we've got a strong shadow here, Minotaur number 3. He's got 2283 HP, 2283, resists slash and pierce skills, nullifies strike, and repels light. No weaknesses for us to take advantage of, so we will want to go all out with our best attacking options to try and defeat him before he can do anything too nasty to us. I just saw that he null strike, and I did it anyway. You gotta love it when I'm not paying any attention to what I'm doing. Let's see, strike and is the thing he nullifies. Let's see. He's resistant to all physicals beyond that, so we'll just go with our strongest magic options. Bit unfortunate. Very unfortunate for Metis, I'm afraid. I'm wondering if I should have waited until her turn came around in order to utilize, what is it? Oh, her new theurgy that we just got. I can't remember its name anymore. Unfortunately, light spells are off the table. It's Charging Blitz, Charging Blitz. Maybe I should have waited for her to be able to use that. Let's go for Mata Rukaja on the party here. Make sure we're dealing the most damage possible. Get some extensions on the existing attack bonuses. Because this guy's agility is lowered and everybody is, you know, up on theirs, it's very likely that he'll miss most of his attacks. I'm wondering if I should go for, what is it, now I'm forgetting Koromaru's, theurgy name. Was it like Hound of Hades or something? Goodness gracious. I need to have these names filed away better. This is going to be a lengthy encounter, by the way, so be prepared for that. Why don't we just immediately go for the Charging Blitz here? I don't expect a critical hit, but I would just like to get this fight going faster. There's a good reason why I just so often avoid encountering these things altogether. Compared to other enemies, it's just so slow to fight these things for not that much of a reward in comparison. Let's go for Bufudine here. Yeah, did not finish him off there. We will now go for Hound of Hades. Yes, I did remember it. Like, just my brain just completely gave up on me trying to remember what this attack was called. Pretty significant damage coming out from this one, especially because we've got all the boosts for it. Another heat wave coming out from this guy, and very rudely, he also has the ability to regenerate some of his HP. Why don't we have Ken get on the fun here? This won't get any benefit from his Indra Bracers, but it's still a decent bit of damage, and when else am I really going to use it, so may as well go for it. Bypass this guy's light resistance entirely, just to style, just to style. And then we will just need to wait until Aegis's turn comes around in order to deal some significant damage to this guy. Or we could just finish him off with Menace. That works also. Again, not worth the time, but hey, for demonstrative purposes. And another new enemy here, Bestial Wheels. Let me see here. They have 774 HP, resist slash, nullify strike, and are weak to wind. So this time I am aware that they nullify strike skills. So let's just have Koromaru do this to knock it down. Even if it resists it, the knockdown is the main thing that I care about. We are going to have Aegis get the wind weakness hit here. So we will switch over to Ganesha. Going to do a couple of rounds of combat on this, or it's going to take a couple of rounds of combat on this. Well, not rounds, but a couple of actions to finish this off, because this all-out attack will definitely not deal enough damage to finish these guys off. Alright, but I would like to get it passed over to Metis in order to... my order of operations might have been a bit backwards there. No, this should be fine, but I would like to shift over to Metis to get some Theurgy gauge back for her. She could definitely use it. Unfortunately, we're still with Wimpy Garula for her wind coverage, but again, coverage is all I care about, so that is not a problem at all. And another new enemy here. Two new enemies, in fact. We've got Silent Books and Writhing Tiaras. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, where are they on my list? Let's see, the Writhing Tiaras is 698 HP, weak to strike and ice skills, and repels pure skill. Sorry there, Ken. Let me see, where is the Silent Book? There it is. Let's see, that is 620 HP, weak to slash and fire, nullifies ice, and resists dark. So this actually works out pretty well for Koromaru here. What we're going to do is we're going to have him tag them with Maragyan, and I think I will just have him run through all these guys to get a whole bunch of Theurgy charge here. Do Swift Strike next. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. One of them's even dizzy, so we don't have to worry about him getting back up. Glad we could knock out two enemies in a single encounter here. And then I'll want to try and swing this so that I can pass it over to Metis. So what I'll do here is I'll use Agidyne with Rhonda here. Then pass on over to Metis real quick. I could probably use an auto heal after this battle to get Koromaru recovered, and just dink it over the head with her hammer. There we go, easy peasy.
That human-like figure again. I wonder if it has some sort of purpose here.
And that is the end of the road for Reload, so why don't we just finish off our ongoing journey in FES and then call it a video? What do you say?
My skills have improved.
Akihiko leveling up like crazy. Got another chance to draw Dominion there, so I did, because I can turn around and have a very easy chance of creating... Let's see, you're getting closer to that strong presence. It's not far now. Please don't take it lightly. But I could have a pretty good chance of creating, what was it? Creating what? Melchizedek off of him, using him in a triangle spread with the Dominion, though, or not Dominion, the throne that we already have. So yeah, just gotta keep that option in mind. Nice, pretty good amount of money. I was actually very pleased to see that I was, by selling all that treasure items that I've been getting from bosses, had more than enough money to outfit the party. And another new enemy here while we're at it. Let's see, we've got the Perpetual Sand. It is weak to slash and strike skills, and otherwise nullifies all core elements. So what we're going to do is we're just going to immediately send this guy down with Deathbound. I will scan him just in case I miss, and for whatever reason my party struggles to get the closing hits there. But that was not necessary. Very nice that we have access to Fuka's Healing Wave now as well, because that'll just get that HP topped off as we descend to the next floor. Great. I think I'm actually full up on slots now, but don't really care about the Card of Cups. Saki Mitama is the lowest level thing we have here, so we're just going to chuck him out. Besides, Lachesis comes with Masuku Kasha, so another way to spread that around for us. Speaking of Kasha spells, we're actually close to getting Mataru Kasha with Cert, which I actually would appreciate a little bit. We're probably going to be running this guy for a while, because we can't get rid of him until we have access to Ragnarok. Fortunately, he'll begin to level up faster and faster as we ascend into the future areas. I actually drew another new persona here, Titania, so I'm going to check out the next lowest leveled person. So, goodbye, Thoth. We had you back for just a few seconds and then immediately found something better. And a superior lover's persona. For all the fusion options that affords me, I wish I was more capable of remembering what the, exact results for every normal spread is. That is a fairly big enemy, possibly worth a lot of experience. So, you know what? I actually am gonna bait this guy to get his attention, and hopefully be able to turn him around just by going to the stairs. Yes, okay. Let's get into this encounter. Alright, and new enemies here. Let's see, we've got the Almighty Hands. These guys are 334 HP, absorbs ice, nullifies light, only weak to dark. Not something we're able to easily exploit. And in the back there, we've got the Vehement Idol. This thing has 346 HP, repels pierce, fire, dark skills, and nullifies wind, is weak to light. So I don't exactly have great options for... Oh, whoops, that was not what I meant to do. Ooh, that was a disaster. Goodness gracious. I thought I was on my skill menu, or my persona switch menu for some reason. I was going to switch over to Thor and do Mazionga, because none of these things are resistant to that. Okay, that actually puts us in a slightly undesirable position, so let me see here. Ooh, goodness. That was a pretty big mistake. What we're gonna do here is, let me see. We are going to put Ken onto heal and support, actually. And we are going to go full assault with the rest of our guys. I'm going to switch over... Oh, I am on Thor. And I'm going to use Mazionga with him to get a big bit of damage tacked onto everything. There we go. That's one down. Mabufala coming out, which will take Akihiko down, but I'm not super pressed about that. Diorama onto Aegis is the main thing I want, which fortunately Ken prioritizes there. Metis, it would be very nice if you used a multi-targeting skill instead, but whatever. I can't tell you what to do. Okay, thankfully that one wasted its turn. Mind Charge coming out from the Vehement Idol, so we'll have to be mindful of that. Mindful of it. Anyways, another Mazionga coming out. Just need as big damage as possible here. There we go, they're all down. A little bit scary because I really screwed up at the start there, but that happens every now and again. Fortunately, this is a very good opportunity to get some experience, which was my ultimate goal. Or I could get 3 strength, whatever, fine. I'll take it, I'll take it. And I'll try to like it, game. Ken, can you top everybody off here? Probably better to get that HP restored and not rely solely on Healing Wave. Ken hasn't really been using his SP anyway, so... We do have a decent supply of SP restoratives now, so I don't always need to have a Cool Breeze in effect to have, Aegis, keep herself topped off, though it definitely helps that we have relatively cheap options. A Vitality Ring, which is very, very nice. We can't just buy those anymore, so having just a flat percentage boost to our HP is a wonderful thing. Oh, and this is actually a new enemy here. We've got Phantom Lords. Let's see. These guys have 338 HP, nullifies fire, weak to light, and repels dark skills. We're going to put Ken on full assault to press the advantage on that, and I will just go for Mazionga to take the dice down a peg. Get some pretty solid damage onto those guys. Herculean Strike coming out from Metis, which, is that going to work on those dice? Yeah, that worked well enough. Mazionga coming out from Akihiko, which is going to deal some pretty wonderful damage here. And we got that taken care of. Hamon coming out from Ken. Understandable choice from the kid. There we go. And then we can just do an all-out attack, get our guaranteed shuffle time. So far, so good on things. I'm actually noticing one enemy here where I forgot to take the HP down for it. That'll be annoying if we run into it. Let's see here. Alright, we can get more experience. Wonderful. Alright, I believe it was this one. There we go. Glad I was able to keep track of that. Nice! Like I said, the experience values get pretty high.
My skills have increased.
My skills have improved.
Yes, yes, yes! My skill level has increased.
We are on the receiving end of a little bit of a pincer attack there, but we were able to avoid it.
My skills have improved.
Back-to-back level-ups for Akihiko. I do appreciate the generous EXP scaling in Persona 3 FES and Portable. It's very nice that you can just bring in under-leveled characters and see them pretty quickly rocket up as you just do normal fights. I mean, the Great Clock is a decent compromise between leaked experience, but honestly, I feel like they should have just done leaked experience. Oh, hey, and a new enemy here, Indolent Mayas. Let's see, these guys have 330 HP, resist elects, and very unfortunate for them, they are weak to Pierce, so don't even really have to go too far out of our way to get these guys finished off. Alright. Not used to having just these small, ambling shadows have a singular weak enemy. It's always something that's really annoying to fight in my experience. Get that 6 of coins there. Yeah, cool 23,000. Again, it is another appreciated thing that coin cards are worth a lot more in this story mode. Don't typically see 20k payouts from coin cards in the journey at this point. Medicine Aegis just obliterated those guys with back-to-back physical attacks and another Vitality Ring. Heck yeah, very, very helpful items to have. Honestly, I've been kind of struggling to find good accessories for Aegis to use in boss battles, so just having a huge HP boost can be pretty nice, though I will just be using the Intra Bracers for the next boss fight. No more level ups for Akihiko there. He is content at this point in time. I'm sure we'll see at least one more for him before we get to the boss fight, though. Perhaps a new floor will bring a new mentality to him and a greater desire for growth. Although this,
That figure again. Could it have some sort of purpose here?
I was just rambling away on the load screen there. I was like, wait a second, this one's going on for a while. Oh, we might be at the checkpoint floor, and indeed we were. So, no more levels for Akihiko, I'm afraid. I'm going to use up this chewing soul that we have here to make sure Aegis has enough SP for the upcoming battle. Might be a good idea to use some of our healing items as well. Mostly just taking care of this ahead of time so that I don't forget when I start the next recording. What the heck, we'll just have Aegis use Mediarama to top off the party. There we go. Only 16 SP, not a big deal. Something I can more than afford. And yeah, let's just update our save here, and then we can call it a video. Once again, a pretty breezy jaunt to the boss floor in Persona 3 FES. Took about 44 minutes this time. I have yet to record the reload section at this point in time, so it'll be interesting to see if I can manage the same kind of pace, although I'm not going to hold my breath on that. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, though, goodbye.
I don't dispute the doubts you've outlined, but it's my right to waste your time.